How to use OKR confidence score charts reports in UpRaise. On my screen here, I've already opened up the report screen within my UpRaise app installed on our Jira instance. And there I can see this report called OKR confidence score charts. This report is almost in alignment with the OKR progress charts report. If you recall, we had created a separate video explaining the usage of OKR progress charts report. Almost all the things that we said there also apply to this report, OKR confidence score charts report. Like the description says, this report is meant to be used as a quick overview on confidence scores of multiple OKRs in one go. Additionally, it is also possible to view these confidence scores over a period of time. Obviously, one of the important things to know about this report is this is dependent on the configuration that deals with OKR confidence statuses. We have a separate video explaining that. You can look at it and understand how it will have an impact on the OKR confidence score charts report. Let's jump in and first look at the filters. In the view dropdown, similar to the progress charts, I have current confidence score, week over week score, month over month score, and quarter over quarter score. By default, it is always current confidence score. Then what level of objectives do you want to be displayed on the screen? You can choose the level. You can also choose the objective statuses. And by default, the objective cycle that is currently active is picked up and data for that is displayed. Now, majority of the times, the current confidence score view may not be as useful simply because you don't necessarily can derive any type of insights by just comparing the confidence scores of two different objectives. Rather, what is helpful is confidence score over time, either week over week, month over month, something on those lines, right? So you'll actually notice for the two objectives that are matching the filters at the top, one of the objectives that's indicated via these blue line, it seems to have started its confidence score from 0, then it went right up until 7.5, and it stayed there for a couple of weeks, then came back to 7.1, which is still there for the last 3 weeks. Whereas if you look at the second objective, which is indicated in this yellow line, in the second week, the confidence score shot up to 2. It stayed there for 5 weeks. That's quite a long duration. Then shot up to 2.56, went up to 4.56, and is currently staying there for the past couple of weeks. Now, this is really useful information when you are looking at it at the actual execution time, right? So we are in the middle of Feb, or maybe towards end of the Feb here, and it's obvious that we want to ensure that these objectives are achieved before end of the quarter. So these trend lines will help you spot any inconsistencies, any indications, any hotspots that you can interpret as requiring inputs, requiring nudges, or requiring resource mobilization. If I were to switch to, let's say, the team level view, what it'll do is similar to the progress charts in case of OKRs. Here also, you'll notice that different areas are created for each one of the teams. You'll notice this objective that's highlighted in blue line started with the value not applicable in the first week and then went on to 0 for the next 3-4 weeks and then shot up to 8 in the 7th week. In an ideal world, this shouldn't be the case. As you start progress, your confidence in achieving the corresponding objective should also go up. So if I were to look at, let's say, the software development team's objective, you'll notice for the first 2 weeks, it stayed at 0, but then it gradually started picking up and is right on 10 throughout the last 4 to 5 weeks. Now, obviously, this is not a rule of thumb that every objective will follow the same trajectory, but I hope you get the idea that these are, in a way, indicators of what is to come at the end of the quarter. By looking at these confidence scores, you can easily tell whether certain teams are going to achieve their OKRs or they are going to fail at achieving them, and so on. I can get a similar kind of view for personal level OKRs. I won't choose that option simply because in the selected cycle, there are no personal level OKRs at all. I can even choose the specific teams. Depending on the duration of your objectives, what duration, or rather what week over week, month over month, quarter over quarter, which one of these options are applicable for you, are better suited for you, you can take a call on that. Let's say if you are the objectives that you're interested in at the moment, if they are, let's say, for a duration of 2 years, 3 years, then maybe looking at the quarter over quarter confidence score makes sense rather than week over week. So all in all, this perfectly aligns with the OKR progress charts report that we have already talked about in a separate video. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.